Hey everyone, welcome to a totally unscheduled random video. I didn't even check my personal appearance. I sat down with the camera and said, let's get this done. I have one child in the kitchen making bread from scratch because she wanted to for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. And the two others are just around, scampering. So welcome to my chaos. I hope there's nothing in my teeth. If there is, I don't want to hear about it, okay? I'm going to do Jessie Marie's behind the scenes tag. I have the questions here. Number 1, take a picture of your setup for recording. Insert it if you can. I will just show it to you. It's what you're sitting on. It is my camera on a windowsill. Talk about high tech. There you go. Number 2, how did you come up with your channel name? My channel name is my business name. My business name is Lindy Stitches. And that is just a really convoluted story. It starts with Charles Lindbergh. Okay, really short version. The Lindy Hop is a swing dance move. I used to swing dance faithfully. I think I was pretty good at it. So the Lindy Hop is a swing dance move. My first internet handle, because yes, I was around when the internet was born, was Lindy Hopkins. Lindy Hopkins. My maiden name is Hopkins, so I smashed Lindy Hop and Hopkins together, Lindy Hopkins. And then when I started my business, I don't know, I just changed it to Lindy Stitches. So that's long and convoluted, am I right? Number 3, when did you post your first video to YouTube with FlossTube or Stitching Intentions? May of last year, 2015. 4, what do you use for your videos? I use a digital camera. It is old. It is probably 7 years old, and it was cheap when I bought it. I think it takes okay videos, although it has issues, which I'm sure you have noticed. It has issues focusing sometimes. Like for 20-second segments, for some reason, it just does what it wants. It also doesn't have a flip screen. So I used to set you up over there in front of a mirror in my bedroom so I could look in the mirror and see what I was holding up and what was in the frame. Terrible lighting over there, even though it's literally just the other side of my bed. So I came over here for the natural light through the window, and now I can't see what I'm showing the camera, which is kind of an issue. Especially when you're trying to do a close-up, like, really, there's no hope for me. If I was going to sit in front of the camera and show you something close up, I can't see. There's a kid with a whistle out there. Pressing on. Do you record onto video software or directly onto YouTube? I record onto my camera and then put it into Windows Movie Maker. Do you edit? If so, what do you use? I use Windows Movie Maker. It's free. It does not do everything I want it to do, but it's pretty brainless, and even though it takes a while to process videos and stuff, it's easy to use, and so yeah. I don't do a lot of editing because I don't have time or the desire to sit and edit my videos. I don't see the point. Look, one of the things I love about FlossTube is that it is still in the beginning stages, so it's still very welcoming to people who, like, if you want to record directly onto YouTube, you can, and people will find and watch your video. Like, we don't have high quality standards for FlossTube, and I think that's wonderful because it's welcoming to new users who barely know how to record themselves, and that's great. We're the greatest community together. should probably edit that out. Okay. Number 7, how many takes are involved in your videos, or do you record it all in one shot? I did one video where I just did one shot. For some reason, it takes me a long time to start a video. I don't know what the deal is, but if I'm being completely honest, I can be a little bit ridiculous with the beginning. Greeting and like getting going for some reason is really hard for me. I always end up saying something stupid or like forgetting what I'm talking about or just something really dumb. So I try to get going many times before I'm like on a roll and I'm into it and everything's coming out of my mouth. I don't know what it is. Because I do think about what I'm going to be talking about and what I want to mention, but just getting going is just a struggle. If things go wrong during recording, do you stop and restart or just post it? I stop and restart, or I edit major occurrences out. Like if a kid just walks in and starts talking to me, we will restart that segment. Number 9, from beginning of setup completely uploaded, how long does a standard video take? I think we're all admitting that it takes a lot longer than we'd like it to. I always think it's going to be really smooth and like bam, 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 it's done, but it takes a ridiculous amount of time. Like my husband just came home. Literally. He's walking past the window. I'll finish this later. Okay, the husband is gone now, so let us continue. I was talking about how long it takes. The actual video making can take me anywhere from a little over an hour if everything goes really smoothly, up to 2 hours. You know, I have to gather all my stuff, organize it into a nice pile that I know what I'm grabbing and talking about, and then, you know, start my video 17 times, and then get the video through, put all the stuff away. You know, the actual editing doesn't take me very long. It's more the processing of the program and then saving the movie again, uploading the movie and YouTube processing it. And then I do closed captions, which can take a little bit of time. So, you know, it's chunks. And probably the hardest part to get through is the actual getting the stuff together and getting the video done. The rest of it is not hard. It's just, you know, computer work, which is never hard for me to find a space to do. So anyway, question 10, what kind of prep do you do? Script, organization, run through, or practice? The only prep I do is sometimes I make a list of what is in my pile and what I'm talking about. I don't always, if it's you know, I haven't done a lot in that month, I don't have a lot to show and talk about, I might not write it down, but I do make a list of what I'm going through, because if I just do it off the top of my head, I don't always remember things I wanted to mention, or, you know, I forget a lot, and then the video's done, it's like, oh well. I don't practice. I don't think anyone's admitted to practicing, which is interesting. We're casual around here. Number 11, do you watch your own videos once published? Once published, no, absolutely not, because I've already watched it at least 3 times. I watched it once to make sure I didn't do anything really dumb and I need to redo the video. You know, like if I was showing a whip and it was like over here off screen, you know, that needs redone. So I watched the video once in the camera, and then I watch it again when I'm editing it. And then I watch it again when I'm checking the closed captions. So I've already listened to at least an hour of my own voice. I've had enough. Publish, I'm out of here. End of story. Number 12. If you could change or enhance or improve your videos in any way, what would you do? Oh, I definitely would. I would buy a new camera with flip screen. I would knock out my walls in the house to get more natural lighting. I would have better video editing software. I mean, I could go on and on. I would have a great tripod so I could do some tutorials. Yeah. I mean, the sky's the limit. I'd have another bedroom in my house just for my cross stitch. Yeah, but I guess the first thing is I probably need to eventually get a better camera. Not only for my floss tube videos, but for just taking videos around of the kids and stuff. We're gonna need an upgrade at some point. 13. Share any other tidbits you might have about your own recording or any funny stories related to your channel. Here's what I want to know from other people, and if you've done this tag or not done this tag. Basically, if you have a FlossTube channel, I'd love to know. Do you tell people about your channel? Because I really wish like YouTube had like a block so that if you personally know me in real life, you wouldn't be able to find or watch my videos. There have been moments. My husband is so sweet and he brags on me and my business. He really likes that I do it and he's proud of me. He's really sweet. But we'll be like with friends or you know, having dinner with someone, chatting with people, and he'll get going talking about my business and how he likes that I do it and he thinks it's cool, and he will sometimes throw in the YouTube channel. And there have been times where, 2 times at least, where we've been sitting at a table with people and he's right next to me and he picks up, I can tell he's going toward the YouTube or he's already said something about YouTube, and I have physically assaulted him under the table. I've kicked him and I've pinched him because I I don't want people looking it up. Like this, I do this to talk about cross stitch and relate with other stitchers. I don't do this to be a total geek to the people who have no idea what I'm talking about. Does that make sense? Like, I like my videos. I'm not embarrassed about them or anything. They're for a certain audience, and like 99% of the people I know in real life don't fit that audience, so I'd just rather they not even know about it. Am I the only one? Have you physically assaulted anyone? Tell me in the comments. So I think that was all the questions. I hope you enjoyed this. Hey, you want to see my new start from 2 days ago? Bonus. Stay right there. I started and a forest grew. I'm so excited. It's huge, and this is like the 3rd start I've made in a couple weeks, so it's really unlike me, but here you go. And a forest grew. There is so much fabric shoved in here. It's ridiculous, but I'm excited. What I love about this pattern, and I'll probably say this again in my update for those people that don't watch tag videos, I love that there's a million different sizes of motifs, like even on one page. So if I have a lot of time, I can tackle a big tree. If I have 15 minutes, I can do one of these little doodads. It's perfect. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Have a great day. Keep stitching. Catch me on Instagram at Lindy Stitches. Bye.